Welcome to our next lecture. Trendline is the most important tool in technical analysis. In an uptrend, trendline moves in upward direction, and in a downtrend, trendline moves in downward direction. A trendline acts as a support in uptrend and resistance in downtrend. In an uptrend, if trendline has a positive slope, it means that net demand is increasing with prices. More and more buyers are participating in the trend. A break below the trend line shows the weakness of net demand and weakness of buying pressure. Similarly, if a trend line has a negative slope, prices decline with increased supply and the selling pressure is also increasing. A break above the downtrend line shows that demand is more than supply and it can be a starting of uptrend. As long as prices remain above the trend line, we should focus on buy positions only. And as long as the prices remain below the trend line, we should focus on sell positions only. So it is very important to draw accurate trend line. To draw a long-term trend line, often we see a large change in prices. So it is very confusing at that time to draw a smooth trend line. So we should always draw a trend line on log scale setting. In an arithmetic scale, the prices are displayed evenly as they move on y-axis, but on a log scale, if we set the log scale, prices are displayed in percentage terms. For example, a move from $20 to $40 is $20 gain and it is a 100% gain. But a move from $100 to $120 is also a $20 gain, but it is only a 20% gain. Therefore, a move from 20 to 40 should appear much larger than a move of 100 to 120. Therefore, if we apply the log scale instead of arithmetic scale, we get a clear and smooth trend line. See, this is the weekly chart of Amazon Incorporation, and we can see that the chart is very irregular and we cannot draw a trend line because the uptrend points are not evenly placed. And if we set the chart on log scale, see how beautifully the stock is responding its uptrend line. Here we are getting 5 points on this uptrend line. This is the weekly chart. So these are the long-term points. The stock is in uptrend and here we are getting an accurate trend line. We will take one more example to understand this. This is the daily chart of DB Realty and the stock is in downtrend. If we want to draw a downtrend line for the stock, we are not getting an accurate trend line because the stock is breaking above at here at this trend line but is not the starting of the uptrend. Instead, if we change the log scale of this stock, we are getting a very accurate trend line you can see here, and when we get a breakout above this trend line, it is the starting of uptrend. You can see the stock is in uptrend now. Now this downtrend line is acting as a support level for the prices. The points used to draw a trend line shouldn't be too far apart or too close together. We can see the time period of previous points, then we can get a clue about the future points. In the chart we can see that here we are getting 2 points but they are very close together, so we will not take these 2 points. Instead we will take it as a single point, and the distance between these 2 points will tell us the next point distance. We are getting here a clue of this point. Again we are getting this point and this, they are evenly spaced. You can see the points are evenly spaced on this trend line. Sometimes we get two highs or two lows that are very close together and are same level. You can see here we are getting two highs, they are very close together. Again here we are getting two highs and this is the cluster of candles and we are not getting any accurate point. Here the prices are grouped in a range. Now in this situation we can ignore the spikes. This is a spike, so we can ignore the spike and we can draw trend line here by choosing the first one point. This is the first one point, so we will choose this point, not this point. And we will ignore the spike of this point. So this was our first point, then we get this point. This was our second point because this is the spike, so we will ignore this spike. By joining these 2 points, we are getting a very clear trend line you can see, and this is also a log scale trend line. So we are getting a smooth trend line for this stock. sometimes we get the points that are very far apart. You can see here, this was our first point, this was our second point, and this was our third point. So in this case, we can draw an internal trend line to get our entry or exit signals. You can see the stock is responding its internal trend line. This is the Facebook incorporation stock, and we are taking here the weekly chart. The stock is respecting its internal trend line. So we get many opportunities to buy if we draw the internal trend line. Here we are getting first point, then we are getting second point. It is our third point, fourth, fifth, and sixth and seventh, and this was our breakout point. So we are getting here 7 points from this internal trend line, and now the stock is responding its external trend line. As long as the stock is above this external trend line, we can focus only on buy positions. So in this lecture, we learned about how to draw an accurate trend line, because it is very important to draw an accurate trend line to get our entry and exit points. Thanks for watching the lecture.